News that are provable.
News that are unbiased.
Never late, always up to date.
This is DZET 2600 in your radio dial. The Pines Wave.
Your eyes on the city.
Our eyes on the news.
The time is so quick. It's a sunny Wednesday, Pinesters. It's already 5:33 in the morning. Good morning, Baguio City. We bring to you the latest and the most leading news. For the headlines, for the national news, President Bongbong Marcos discussed lack of water supply, rice tarification law, and agricultural smuggling in the meeting with the Philippine Council for Agriculture and Fisheries. For the international news, landslides with logs flowed into homes in northern India. For the local news, City Mules action on case of elderly women posing for photos at Botanical. Lack of water supply, rice tarification law, and agricultural smuggling. Those are just some of the things that President Bongbong Marcos discussed in the meeting with the Philippine Council for Agriculture and Fisheries. Among those discussed, there is the imminent shortage of water supply due to the threat of El Nino. The group also stressed the lack of funding for other programs such as oil subsidies and adequate storage facilities. The President ensured that the recommendations presented were in line with the government's plan to address them. Land and timber flowed among households in northern India. The first floors of the houses were almost submerged in mud. That happened in the midst of continuous and heavy rains in the region that caused landslides and floods. Many houses and buildings were also destroyed, and at least 22 were recorded dead. Time check, your eyes on the city, our eyes on the news. It's already 5:36 in the morning. And here's to the more expanded, more amplified super news in the morning nationwide. I am your Pinester, Trisha Alvarez.
News that are provable. News that are unbiased. Never late, always up to date. I am your Pinester, Gabriel Gaona. Good morning, Baguio City. Stay tuned, Pinesters. Up next, what's hot in the cold city with Shanyn Dangpa.
This is it, Gabriel. The women who city old-timers said had been plying their trade in the botanical garden since the late 1970s drew attention recently due to complaints by some park goers of them photobombing or insisting on joining photo sessions and demanding that they get paid.
Those complaints reached the City Council, prompting Councilor Lilia Farinas, Chair of the Council Committee on Tourism, Special Events and Parks, to call DIWA's attention.
On the telephone line is Attorney Renan Diwas, the City Environment and Parks Management Officer. Attorney Diwas, good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Shanyn and Sir Gabriel.
Good morning, Attorney. Attorney, how do you respond to this issue?
It is for the reason, along with cultural sensitivity considerations, that the city had to tread carefully on decisions concerning them, so we cannot remove them forcibly.
City Tourism Officer Aloysius Mapalo said the elderly women's rash behavior had also been a concern of their office, and one solution considered was for them to be included in the Sustainable Livelihood Program of the Office of the City's Social Welfare and Development Officer.
Moreover, Sir Gabriel, we have to consider that most of them are provided for by their families and are not required to work, but they go there just the same, just to have something to do or because it has become part of the routine.
Thank you so much, Attorney Renan Diwas, the City Environment and Parks Management Officer.
Time check, Pinesters. It's 5:40 a.m. News that are provable.
News that are unbiased.
Never late.
Always up to date.
This is DZET 2600, The Pines Wave. Your eyes on the city.
Our eyes on the news.